Adding and subtracting integers. Let's first look at adding integers. Take a look at this number line and the question I have here, 2 plus 3. Well, we know that's equal to 5, right? 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Now on the number line, how does that look? Well, from 0, I'm just going to draw a line at 0. First, we travel 2 plus 2, that's positive 2, right? We go 1, 2, that's positive 2. Then we added 3, which you travel 3 more. 1, 2, 3, plus 3. And then we ended up at 5. That's how we are using number line for the addition of integers. But what if we have negative numbers? So let me erase that. Let's say we have negative 3 plus 5. Let's just do that. Well, on the number line, we have 0 here. I'm going to draw a line. First, it's a negative 3. So we got to go back to the left, right? We go 1, 2, 3. Well, this is negative zone and this is positive zone, right? So negative, you have to travel to the left, and positive, you have to travel to the right. So we have a negative 3 here, negative 3 right there. And from here, we have plus 5. So we're going to travel back to the right. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here at 2. So this is equal to 2. Negative 3 plus 5 is equal to 2. Okay. Then let's take look at one more example. If we have negative 2 plus minus 3 or negative 3, right? Well, how do we do this one? Well, again, from 0, we travel two space to the left because it's negative 2. We go 1, 2, that's negative 2. I'm just going to draw that line here, okay? And then we add negative 3. So if we are adding negative 3, so it's negative, we have to go to the left, right? We go 1, 2, 3, and we are at negative 5. Simple, yeah? Then how do we subtract integers? Well, subtracting integer is pretty similar to adding integers. So let's take a look at an example. Okay, let's say we have 3 minus 8. Well, we first look at on the number line. Here's a 0, and it's a positive 3, right? So we got to go to the right, 1, 2, 3, and that's 3 right there, right? And then we have negative 8. So for negative, you got to go to the left, right? So let's go to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are at negative 5. So that is your answer. Okay. Another example. We have negative 2 minus 1. Well, this is simple, right? From 0, we're going to go 2 to the left, it's negative 2. And from there, we're going to go one more space to the left, that's negative 3. Yeah? But there's a tricky one. If we have 2 minus negative 1, how do we do this one, right? Before, when you had a 2 plus negative 1, for example, we went 2, right? And then we added negative 1, which we go backward, we ended up at 1. But this one is a little different. It's a negative 1, right? Well, from 0, we still have to go twice to the right because it's a positive 2. We end at 2, right? And we are, instead of adding, we're subtracting negative number. So this will be covered a little bit more in the multiplying and dividing integers. But for now, just know that negative and negative, they cancel each other out and it becomes positive. So you still go to the right one space and you end up at 3. So this is equal to 3. But this one I'll cover a little bit more in the multiplying and dividing integers video. So you can watch that one, okay? All right. So to put it, to sum up, we're gonna look at adding integers. When you have 3 plus 2, you see this is a positive 3 and that's positive 2, right? And so 3 plus 2 is 5, and the sign stays the same, positive. When you have negative 3 minus 2, sign is also the same. The sign stays the same, and you add the numbers together, you get negative 5. But if you have positive 3 minus 2, now signs are different, right? When signs are different and you're trying to add or subtract, you subtract the number from the bigger one to the smaller one. 3 is bigger than 2, so that's 1. And you keep the sign of the bigger number, positive, right? Or for here, if we have negative 3 plus 2, still 3 is bigger than 2, right? So that's 1. But bigger number 3 has the negative sign on it, so you put negative. Okay, so that's like in a way simpler thinking way of doing adding and subtracting integers. Okay, another visual that you can maybe it will help you is, let's say there is let's say we have triangle and squares. I'm gonna try to help you visually, and I'm just gonna say this is a positive kingdom, so they are positive kingdoms. And then square comes from the negative kingdoms, right? And they are fighting, right? How do I draw fighting? Two swords, so they're fighting, right? So they're at war at each other. And one soldier can take out the other soldier. So if we cancel one another out, we might have they cancel out, they cancel out, they cancel out, and there are 2 extra positive soldiers, right? So they win, right? So we have 2 positive, 2 left, right? But let's say, for example, we have a couple more negative soldiers, right? So we have positive 5 and positive 5 here. And then we have negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, negative 7 soldiers here, right? And when they're fighting, 1 soldier each, they cancel out. And then there are 2 negative soldiers left, right? 2 negative soldiers left, and they win. So this is, in a way, visual demonstration or representation of this negative and positive integers adding and subtracting. I hope that this helps you.